but I can hear your voice. I know you brought me here, and I will make the choice to believe in our fear.
We are queens with beautiful faces. Courted by our kings, we rule these places. We came from greatness. We are royalty. Ha. You better recognize.
Hey Queens, welcome to Resetting Your Journey. I'm your host, Jasmine Dash, and it's time to accept the past, embrace the present, and change the future. Hey Queens, it's the first episode of Resetting Your Journey. I'm so excited, I'm like shaking. But I'm here today with Candace Strother of QueenLyfe. How are you, Candace?
I'm wonderful, Queen. How are you doing today?
I am great. I'm like ecstatic right now.
Oh my, thank you so much for having me.
Of course, thank you for joining us. So I just want you to introduce yourself to all the queens out there that will be reaching and let them know a little bit about you, where you're from, what it is that you do, and let them know about QueenLyfe.
Awesome. Queens, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Candace L. Strother, and I am the founder of QueenLyfe, Inc. QueenLyfe is spelled LYFE, and it stands for Love Yourself First Every Day. So we are a nonprofit agency. We specialize in empowering women and increasing their self-esteem, their financial literacy, and career development. So I'm just excited to be here. It's truly a passion of mine to give back.
Awesome. So that's QueenLyfe for you guys once again. And I just think everything that Candace represents and stands for is perfect for resetting your journey. And this is the way that we're topping it off. This is the way that we're getting things started.
That's
we're
right.
setting the mark and setting the bar and setting it high. So I hope you guys are ready to ride this thing with us.
We're rolling.
Yes. So we're going to start with Candace with the first question here. What is the challenge that you faced before God pressed the reset button on your life?
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you, God, for pressing reset, because I needed a reset, okay? So I really was in a complacent space. I felt unfulfilled at work. I felt like I was just going through the motions in life. Like nothing was really coming together. I didn't have a clear view of my vision and like what I was supposed to be doing. But I knew it was something inside of me that I was not tapping into. Mm-hmm. So, I just was at that point where I was ready to give up. Like, Lord, please direct me. Like, show me what it is you want me to do. It's something inside of me that's burning to be done, but I just don't know how to get there. So, I was at work, like I had a breakdown and in the bathroom at work crying. And I just, he just said, live your life, queen. Your name means queen. Start living. So, I prayed, I thought about it, I meditated, and QueenLyfe came to me. And, I feel like what's missing with a lot of women, or in a lot of women, is self-love. Like you have to really love yourself first in order to have, well-balanced life, have any balance in any relationship, happiness with any employer. You have to start with yourself. Mm-hmm. And I know another thing that really hurt me was to see a lot of the women I loved in bad relationships. Mm-hmm. So I had to take what I was passionate about, plus the fact that it irritated me to see my friends hurt, and really just use that for a better purpose. Yeah. Instead of complaining about it, I really felt like this is what needs to be done. I need to remind women to wear their crowns. We are queens, and if we don't walk in our queendom, then we're going to feel unfulfilled. We're going to feel like nothing's happening for us. Nothing is flowing. Mm-hmm. And we really are put here to live a fulfilled life.
Exactly.
And leave legacies.
Yes. Awesome. And like that kind of touched home for me, because that was kind of like the same thing that happened to me before. Like the same thing is crazy. Like
I know.
Bathroom crying, like
bathroom
at a job.
Crying at work.
Trying
to pull it together.
Like profusely. Like what is this? Like I can't even get my breath. Like this that was the end for me.
That's that breaking point you reach, and then that just is your fuel. That's your vehicle to really pursue your passion and your purpose.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just so awesome. So I hope y'all hear that. Just
listen, it gets better. Trust me.
Oh yeah. So thank you for sharing, the pivotal moment in your life that changed everything. And on that note, the next question I have is, how has that shown you the path that God has prepared for your life? Like more along like steps along your journey. So I know you have QueenLyfe now, but what's next for QueenLyfe?
QueenLyfe is just continually evolving. I'm building some very strong relationships, and that has taken me to the next level with my PR team, with marketing, with people that are, interested in the movement and wanting to be a part of it because they feel the same way I felt. Mm-hmm. They want to figure out what it is inside of them that they need to do. What can they create? How can they evolve? So we're better collectively. So when more women come together, we just do better. We do more. Yeah. So with this energy that I'm creating, it's a movement. And all I want to do is see people live their best lives, period. Yeah. And, you have to understand just because your process or your vision is delayed does not mean that it's denied.
Mm-hmm. The delay is not a denial.
It's not denied. So you just have to really be ready for it. And sometimes we feel that we're ready, like our hearts are ready for something, but mentally we may not be. We may need to go through a little bit more so we can truly appreciate when our life changes, when that reset button is pressed. Mm-hmm. We can move forward and press through.
Yeah. And I can say that too. I agree with you because sometimes like you don't even know like what the other side holds, but it's just like, oh, I want it so bad, but it's like, just because you want something doesn't mean that you I guess you could say you've earned it. And I kind of like think of it like it's come to my mind as like a rite of passage. It's like just to go through your journey because you know that it's not for you, whatever it is that you're going through. Exactly. So you can share it with somebody else and let them know like, hey, you're not alone. Like somebody else has gone through the same thing.
And life is like that. We go through things so we can help other people. Mm-hmm. It's not about us or I guess I went through that to be stronger. No, it's to help somebody else who's going to go through that same battle, who's going to feel that same low self-esteem, who's going to feel that same pressure in their everyday life. You have to encourage them, and they need to look up to you and see, wow, she did it, and this is what she did to do what she did. So.
Exactly. Well, that's wonderful. So on that note, let's go into your favorite scripture that you want to share with the world.
Absolutely. And this is something that I am just really, like, I think about it all the time, especially when I get impatient. I've had to work on my patience a little bit. So it is Philippians 4, and it's actually Philippians 4:6. Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication. With thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God.
Awesome.
So I have to remind myself of that continuously, because again, we often get in those like rat races in our lives and those places and we're like, okay, I'm ready for that next level. But if I'm anxious about it, if I rush through it, I may ruin it. Mm-hmm. I may get something really good, but not completely be ready and mature to handle that. You pray for a great relationship, but are you really in the position and have the time and have the maturity to handle that? Mm-hmm. And do you feel like you have fulfilled all the things that you need to take care of, versus rushing through the motions of life? Mm-hmm. We often are in a hurry, but sometimes we have to take these moments in, because once it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
So just don't be anxious. Don't rush. Take your time. Try to understand the lesson, because if you don't engage and figure out what you're supposed to learn, it's going to keep repeating itself.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Exactly.
That's the truth. You don't want to keep on hitting your head in a brick wall.
Exactly. We're tired of doing that.
Yeah.
I'm tired of that. My head hurts.
Yeah. Exactly. So take some time out, you guys, and stop and smell the roses, because it's important, Not just passing by and not really recognize things because you're thinking that the grass is always greener on the other side. I have a lot of these little things going on there. Like,
No, seriously, that's good because they're true. They're very relevant.
yeah, of course. Okay, so now on to our next question. So what do you do daily to let your light shine?
Daily, I meditate.
Okay.
I meditate. I think about what I want to do today. What do I want to do for someone? Try to think about what you could do to help someone, what you want to accomplish, and I affirm. So meditation and affirmations.
Okay.
So I might be in my car saying, I am successful, I am blessed, I am loved, I give love, I am wealthy.
Yeah.
And I feel like since I've done that, as crazy as it sounds, you're in your car, the person is looking at you like, who's she talking to? But as crazy as that sounds, I feel like that has shifted things in my life.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not worried as much. I'm just feeling like I got this
Yeah.
because I've already spoke it. I've already put it out in the atmosphere. So it's going to happen. And I believe that it's already happening.
Yeah.
I'm saying my debts are paid in full. You know, I mean, I'm not pressured. I feel like, hey, I can roll. I've got this.
That's good. I need to speak to my finances.
You do?
I affirm myself, like, I try to do it on a daily basis, but sometimes you forget.
Yeah.
And that's honestly speaking.
Yeah, and that's
But-
real. It's life, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
But when you're conscious about it, like when I wake up, I'm gonna meditate. I'm gonna affirm what I want to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Meditation, affirmation.
Yeah, that's good. I love that.
Thank you.
Awesome. So name 3 things that you would tell your younger self. And I know that.
About 50 things that I would tell my younger self, actually. You know, Candace, me speaking in third person, young Candace, you need to accept yourself as you are. Mm-hmm. You are enough. And let's not focus on what new outfits you don't have or what new shoes or this and that. This person has this. But think about what you have on the inside, you know, because these material things fade away. But, you know, you have so many gifts that you're not acknowledging. You know, they may pass you by and they might be taken away from you. So don't focus on the external, but let's do some inner work. Let's see how you can, you know, improve yourself internally, how you can really love and accept yourself as you are.
That's good. That's awesome.
Appreciate that.
Yes.
It's true. You know, I just felt like as I was younger, my focus was on the wrong things. Mm-hmm. And, you know, time passes you by. That's something that you cannot get back. It's time.
Yeah.
So, you know, younger girls, if you're listening, just appreciate where you are. Appreciate the journey. Appreciate the process because it really does teach you. And you don't want to say, golly, I could have learned that a long time ago. You know, if you can help it, just appreciate you and accept yourself because you are enough.
Yeah. And that's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know.
Yes.
Even if nobody else believes it or knows that, you know it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it begins with you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's a great intro to this next section here because so everybody knows that Resetting Your Journey is coming from Glitzy Entertainment, which is the main company, my big vision, my big empire that I'm building. However, Resetting Your Journey is my way of connecting to the community. So with that, I also have Glitzylicious. And Glitzylicious is gonna just be everything you think Glitzy Entertainment is, but that you can visualize and you can actually see. It's the tangible things. However, Glitzylicious has a meaning. And so the meaning of Glitzylicious is to demonstrate the essence of glamour and uniqueness while always leaving you with a whimsical smile. So with that being said, I'm glad you like it.
I love it.
I'm glad
because
you
it's a
like it.
takeaway from it. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. And so because, and it's something that you can embody, you can be glittylicious. And because I am glittylicious, I love me some me, and you guys will see that when you see all of my guests. You'll see some of these pins. There's some I love me some me pins. And the reason I'm mentioning it now is because this is the first episode. Let's go back there. This is the first episode. This is exciting and
extremely exciting.
Yes, because some lives are going to be changed, and like minds are going to be changed, and I'm just excited that God chose me to be able to like do whatever it is that I need to do, so that way I can get these right people, so you can hear them in your ears, and you can listen to these women and their phenomenal stories and the things that they've gone through, and know that you're not alone, because it's not about us, but it's about you and helping you, so that you can help somebody else, and then we can keep it going.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So, like I said, because I am glittylicious and I love me some me, so why do you, Candace? Why do you love you some you?
I am a queen. I view myself as royalty. I view myself as reigning, as just somebody who is in control of her destiny, who acknowledges her strengths and her weaknesses, but has learned and can apply what she's learned to her future.
That's wonderful.
And I see myself leaving a legacy of queendom.
Yes.
You know, for my son, his kingdom, for my daughter, her queendom, and then being able to just take over the throne.
Yeah.
Because that's what we are, we're royal.
Yeah.
So there it is.
Woo!
Look up the meaning of the name Candace too, so.
All right, for all the other little Candaces out there.
Yeah, exactly, this one's for you.
Yes. Yes. All right, so as we're wrapping up, name a good book or a resource, a tool that you recommend for our little queens out there.
Definitely. My last book was very powerful that I read. It was Joyce Meyer, and it was Living Beyond Your Feelings.
Oh, that's...
And it was amazing because a lot of us do emotional things. We react out of emotion. Mm-hmm. It's not necessarily out of logic. But what we have to understand that our feelings change and they shift. So you cannot rely so much on the way you feel. You have to rely on, meditation. What does God's word say? Use that as your way of making decisions. Not emotional, not when you're upset or hurt. You never want to make a decision in that place. Mm-hmm. But when you have thought about it, when you've written, when you've meditated, when you've prayed, then you can move forward.
That's good. That's good. I'm gonna have to read that book because sometimes
it was a great book.
Yeah, that's awesome. And Joyce Meyer, of course.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So on to the final part. I know. It's so like,
oh man,
it's like bittersweet.
We just want to keep going.
I know. That's how I'm feeling. But so what I do is 10 seconds of motivation. And I've done this for a while. I've done like videos and stuff with artists from like back in the day when I used to do other things. But all I did was basically I take 10 seconds and I give you 10 seconds rather, and you take them, say whatever comes to your mind, something motivational, inspirational, like just uplift our little queens. Okay. And you have 10 seconds. So
10 seconds.
You ready? 3, 2, 1.
Queens, a lot of times we're looking for that motivation, we're looking for that mentor, we're looking for that person to inspire us, but sometimes you are the one that inspires yourself, and you have to focus on you.
That was good.
That was quick.
That was quick, but it was good. Inspire yourself and focus on you.
Yeah.
That's a big takeaway.
We're always looking, like for the longest I said, I need a mentor, like I need someone to help me figure this out, but I'm the mentor. Mm-hmm. And that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm the mentor. And once I started saying, I got this, people started reaching out to me that were great mentors. Wow. Like, I see what you're doing. I see how dedicated you are. What can I help you with?
Wow. And it just started to fall into
Yeah,
place.
it started to fall into place. When I stopped looking and let go, that's when things shifted and they started coming to me.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh man, I'm so excited for you guys.
I'm dropping jewels. Hope y'all taking notes. Rewind, whatever.
I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to put in the intro. I'm gonna have to add in there. So make sure you have a notebook and pen handy because you're gonna need it.
Absolutely.
Have your Evernote handy. I'm gonna put that on the resources. We take notes around here.
Definitely.
We're intelligent queens. Well, let's wrap it up and let everybody know how they can contact you and how they can follow you and start, becoming into their queendom.
Absolutely, queens. And use me as a resource. I want to make myself available to you. You want to go to www.QueenLyfe, and the life is spelled LYFE.org. You can also email me at info@QueenLyfe.org. Follow me on Facebook, QueenLyfe. Instagram, QueenLyfe1, the number 1. I look forward to meeting you all, for you reaching out. Just, let me know what you're going through. Let's talk. Let's motivate each other. Let's build. One love, queens. QueenLyfe is a state of mind.
Awesome. Well, once again, Candace, thank you so much, QueenLyfe.
Life is a lifestyle.
Yes,
Live it.
yes.
Yo, orange is the new black, but queen is the new life.
Well, then. That was so necessary. All right, queens. Until next time, episode 2 coming soon. Thank you for listening, queens. Were you encouraged by today's episode? Are you ready to live? Is it time to press reset on your life? If so, visit glitzyent.com to find out more about our guests and resources mentioned on the show. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. And remember, you are not alone. On that note, let's end with the jam session.
Before me, behind me, everywhere you're with me. I know I'm never alone. So wherever you lead me, God, that's where I'm gonna be. If you say go, I'm not gonna wait. If you say move, I won't hesitate. Wherever it is that you're taking me to, I'm gonna trust in you. If you say go, if you say go,
Know that I am royalty. I am royalty. Take one look at me. You see royalty. I am royalty. This is royalty. Take one look at me. I am royal.
you're radiant, you're honest, and you're beautiful, girl. Come and give them wings, Lord, with you. There's nothing you can't do.
$1,000 second chances. And when I get to $9.99, I get to press reset.
I love,
I love you,